Astro Bot is a platformer developed by Team Asobi, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, and released for the PlayStation 5 to coincide with PlayStation's 30th anniversary on September 6th of 2024. Astro Bot is the fifth installment of games featuring the lovable little robot hero Astro. The Playroom VR, Astro Bot Rescue Mission, Astro's Playroom, and now Astro Bot. Astro's Playroom received an update near the release of Astro Bot that included more bots you can rescue, along with a timer that counted down toward the release of Astro Bot. Astro Bot also won the Game Award for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2024. Astro's charming demeanor and the celebration of PlayStation that the games represent make the Astro games incredibly unique and enjoyable for all ages. Astro Bot starts off with Astro and a bunch of his friends enjoying the ride through space in their PlayStation 5 spaceship. Things go awry when an alien comes along and wants to ruin all the fun. The alien steals pieces of the spaceship and sends the remains crashing down into a nearby planet, with all of the other robots flying off into different corners of the universe. After Astro wakes up and gathers himself, he sets off on a journey to find the missing ship parts, save his friends, and take down the menacing alien causing all of the trouble. Astro Bot's story is serviceable, but that's all it needs to be. The overall appeal of the story shines through the characters and their conundrums. At points in the game, you'll run into the alien acting silly and taunting the hero in various ways. Astro's tenacious attitude and perseverance in general is adorable and makes you want to rescue every bot that you can, not just for gameplay reasons, but also to finish this mission with Astro. The camaraderie expressed in the cutscenes does a good job at actively making you participate in the actual gameplay. So while there isn't much to the story, the uncomplicated themes are effortlessly showcased in clever ways. Astro starts off on the planet he crash landed on. This area acts like a hub where you can slowly unlock levels, outfits, and other secrets after rescuing more and more of your robot pals. With the broken down PlayStation 5 spaceship in the center of this deserted land, you can explore different sectors with some areas only explorable after rescuing a certain amount of bots, in which they can help you reach specific places, like all of the bots piling on top of each other to form a rope that you can swing across, or a bridge that gives you access to a collectible. While some robots that you rescue are ordinary white robots, a lot of the other robots you come across are fashioned after a PlayStation character. Coins that you collect on your adventure can be used at the Gacha Lab stationed on this planet, in which you can unlock items for these PlayStation mascots to interact with, giving this empty environment even more life. The gameplay is uncomplicated, but through that comes an abundance of opportunities to have fun. Astro can jump and hover to get to hard to reach areas, or his jets that boost out from his feet while you hover can also damage enemies or activate switches. Astro can throw a few punches to attack, and holding the attack button and then releasing it will let Astro unleash a spin attack that can hurt enemies and help with certain puzzles. With these base abilities, your main goal is to set off onto different planets and different galaxies to rescue your friends while defeating a bunch of robotic fiends. With coins, puzzle pieces, and robots to collect, you traverse the levels until you reach the flag at the end. Rescuing enough bots will open up new levels and a boss battle. Defeating the boss gives you a piece of the main PlayStation 5 ship that the boss was holding onto, and after attaching the piece back onto the ship, you blast off to do it again. The leisureness of the gameplay is super relaxing, and you quickly realize that this game was made to purely have fun in. The environments are super lively, with singing trees, cute robot animals everywhere, and everything having a bouncing cadence. The flow of how the game plays feels so natural and precisely in place that it makes this entire journey with Astro super addicting. New abilities with multiple purposes, like frog punching gloves that can be held and sprung at enemies, or can be thrown and stick to surfaces to swing you across platforms, create a joyous time that keeps you curious of what will be around the next corner. The haptic feedback of the DualSense controller is wonderful and inspiring, as you can only experience it with a game like Astro Bot. The pitter-patter of rain on your fingertips, the clanking of rungs on the triggers, or the astonishing zip of a zipper is actually pretty incredible, and the game keeps finding new ways to surprise you with cool features like these. Graphically, Astro Bot looks spectacular. The game has shiny surfaces that have a nice sheen look and feel to them, as well as there being impressive moments in the game where there are a ton of items or particles on screen. I never had any hiccups or slowdown during my time playing either. There's a large variety of environments from lush jungle levels to ice-themed stages. The audio design is equally amazing, with the game having fantastic small plink and twinkle noises attached to different things, like collecting a coin or rescuing a bot, as well as more whimsical otherworldly sounds of bosses crashing through the landscape. The music in Astro Bot is top of the line, imaginative, and super catchy. Five extra levels were announced during the September State of Play 2024 event as free DLC. These 5 levels are short time trial stages that give you even more bots to rescue and send back to your hub area. Time trials were in the last game, Astro's Playroom, and this addition to Astro Bot was a nice present to the community, as they have a lot of fun rushing through these explosively gratifying levels and racing against their friends. An additional Christmas-themed level, Winter Wonder, was announced on December 11th of 2024 and released the next day at no cost. This generous update added a holiday-filled stage with a plethora of activities to do and even more bots to rescue. It is very easy to see why Astro Bot has been well received. The expressive characters, creative and colorful worlds, simple gameplay, amusing mechanics, great graphics, and memorable tunes make it a sheer win. While I don't think it's the best game ever, and a lot of borrowed assets and ideas from past games hold it down a bit, Astro Bot's undeniable polish and fundamental components make it a stellar game that everyone should play. Astro Bot does a terrific job of honoring the legacy of PlayStation as well as its future by respecting and remembering a multitude of games and franchises, no matter how big or small. Even as small as Astro is, he has shown time and time again how big of an impact he and others can truly make. I give Astro Bot an 8 out of 10.